Good evening, all. This is Marvin Gill from StockMarketPlan.com. Today is February 17th, 2011, and here we are with the Stock Market Watch. Big surprise. S&P up once again onto new high ground. It's just a theme that we have witnessed for the last 14 days. The volume still nothing to go crazy about. Justin on the blog asked about volume. Why is volume so important? Well, volume basically, whichever direction you're going, you want to see volume pick up most of the time. It's basically the big money crowd, the big money players, big institutions, mutual fund companies. They buy many shares, way more shares than an individual investor would ever buy. And this activity is actually the activity that actually moves markets most of the time. One can make a case right now that is not a viable representation here, because I mean this is just it's very just something's in the air. I don't know what it is yet. So basically volume is going to be, I always tell the story of just envision a big bus with all these guys in it, and they're moving, and there's momentum, and they're behind the move, and you just want to get on that bus and just hitch a ride, just be the guy standing outside the door. You ever see those guys that jump on the bus and they're just hanging outside the door, and then you jump off and you just became part of the move, and on their basically on their coattails. So you know, volume again is going to be what moves markets, and it shows basically conviction in the marketplace on whichever way you're going. You can have high volume down days, that's no good. High volume up days. So hopefully that sheds a little light on the volume and why I pay attention to it. Now, with all that said, remember, volume is always a secondary indicator to price. So when I'm looking at this advance here and it's coming in low trade, I got to take this first, right? And I've said that in the previous recent videos. So let's go ahead and look at it intraday. Here's an intraday chart of the S&P 500, a 5-minute chart. Each one of these bars is vertical bars, is 5 minutes worth of market data. So here we are. This is the pre-market session, and we open here at 9:30, and we gap down. Here's yesterday's close, yesterday's high, and yesterday's low. So that was a whole trading range for yesterday. So we gap down and off we go to the races again. Boy, similar pattern, isn't it? So what is one to do with this information? I mean, I've been doing these videos and I haven't really gone into what exactly it is that I'm trying to do. And basically, trend is your friend. You've heard that before, but so many people get in this business and they start to invest, trade, whatever you want to call it, and they discard that phenomenon. I mean, it really is, and it's just you get away from it. People get away from it, and they get seriously hurt. Right now, the clear trend is a bull pattern. It's been for the better part of 2 years, and nothing in this market is saying sell right now. So you know, for you, what I want to try to do is put this out there so you guys can have a better understanding of what it is that is going on. And if any of you out there want to share something that you might look in here and say, you know what, Marv, you're missing this, or you know, I like what you said about this, whatever, it doesn't matter, negative or positive, please comment on the videos. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing for you and myself as well. So we're going to put resistance levels, we're going to put these trend lines up here. I'm going to do these trend lines and resistance levels for you guys, and you guys take it from there. You use those however you want to use them. I'm going to tell you what I think the trend is, and hopefully it'll work to your advantage. So anyhow, okay, a little different, right? So I mean, it's the Nasdaq is starting to lag, and usually the Nasdaq usually leads the market, and this is gonna include companies like Apple. There's Apple, okay, and here's Apple, okay. So this is yesterday's session, overnight and today's session. So not really following the trend of the market right now. Usually the market is led by, I have noticed that the market is led by new technology companies, high-flying companies like Apple, like Netflix, like Priceline. Another one I think of is, well, anyways, you get the point. These companies are going to lead the market, and whenever they stop leading, it is said, I've read in books before that, I have noticed that when we start shifting, the money starts to roll over to those more defensive stocks, if you will, that we could be near a market top. So again, that is just a thought. I'm trying to make sense of this move here. It's just out there, very frothy right now. It's just like when you pour a beer, and it has a lot of head on it. The body of it is very low, and then everything else is just froth. That's what this is starting to look like. So, but I'm not going to knock it. It's going to keep going up, and I'd rather be part of it than not part of it as it goes up. But I'm going to be paying close attention to see if that rotation of coming out of leaders into laggard, what they call laggard stocks, if that continues. That should be something to look at. Okay, guys, again, this is Marvin Gill from StockMarketPlan.com. Make sure you check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Both of those were under Stock Market Plan. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.